So thank you guys for the brief summary, and we are going to look out on. It's just a continuation of our last class. So we are going to look at uh, some things we did not cover on our last class. So we are going to look at on uh, on the word pop because we stop at remove, how we can remove an item. So we remove an item which we remove 80 and the item was removed. So today we are going to see how we can pop. So can you can okay can you give me the difference between pop and remove? I want to hear from you. I want to hear from you guys. What do you understand by the word pop and also by the word remove? I think they are similar, but they are different.
I didn't get the word you used. What did you say? Pop.
Yes, pop, pop an item.
Poke.
P
Pop.
O P pop.
Okay, pop.
Yes.
For I don't know in terms of Python, but pop normally means for something to like to show up, to be added, right? Or to be removed. It can be removed or added. Like you get pop-up notification on your phone. It shows you
Okay.
that you have a message.
Okay. Okay. Good. I love the way you relate it to notification. Now, come to look at it. Do you know that your message has a box where all your message is being dropped? Then the notification is just for the system to like bring it out, the particular message, right?
Yes.
So yeah, still the same way pop works. So pop brings out, while remove the item, but pop bring out the item. Okay, but there's difference between remove. Remove is just like a way of uh, removing the item permanently, but the pop, when you pop it out, it's just for like to display the item. So let's see some examples. So let's see some examples. I will use this example we have generated last time. So let's see. Now I have a list called list 4. List 4 as my what item. So since I have this list 4 as my item, I'm going to pop out an item from this list. This our list are 10. We have 10, 20, and so and so on and so forth. Okay. Now let's see how we can pop. So let me create a code. Now this pop, we are going to attach it to our variable called list 4. List 4 dot what pop is a method that we use to pop an item. Now to pop what an item. Now what are we going to pop? We want to pop an item, and when we are popping, we use the index location to pop out. Now we want to pop, remember 10 in our forward indexing is 0. In our backward indexing is like, okay, let me count it: -1, -2, 2, -3, -4, -5, -6. Now is -6 from the backward. Now let's remove 40 from the forward. Okay, we have 0, 1, 2, 3. Now let's remove 3. zero, 1, 2, 3. Then since it's 3, automatically is 4. Is 4. The index number will be 4. Now let's see. I'm coming. It says it's not defined. It's not defined. Okay. And why is it not defined? Who can tell me why it gave me an error? It's just a simple answer. If you understand this class very well, you will get it right. Who can tell me? Hello guys, can you tell me you got the why I got the error message? Hello, okay, respond. You can respond. Okay, you
It's
can
because
respond.
of in the other word is list 4 dots.
No,
List 4 dots.
look at it. It's list four dot, right? We all know that it's list four dot, but it did not run. Who can try? Okay, Azonta, try. Azonta, can you try? Hello. Okay. So let's wait for Azonta. Okay, Azonta has logged out. Azonta, can you try? Okay. Now, the main, I think the issue that I was having uh, okay, is the tab. I did not what run it. If you see at the beginning of the tab, welcome back. Azonta, are you in class?
Yes, I'm in class.
Okay. Now, the reason
Yes, sir.
I have an error is that look at it. This is my first tab of code, and this tab of code I need to run it before I can make use of the variable name. You remember, it's just like the first tab is linking using the word variable name. So I'll run it. Then when I run it and run this, and I've got my results. Now look at it. So we have what? Uh, let's see. We have what? 40. Now, this is how we can pop out this item. And when we pop out, it bring out what the item called 40, and we using what the index number. Do you understand?
Yes, I do. Yes.
I understand.
Okay. Okay, let's move on. Now,
I
we
want to
want
ask
to
you a
look.
question.
Okay, you can ask.
So the pop works. Does the pop works basically with index numbers?
It works with index number.
Okay.
Okay, it works with the
Okay.
location. Okay, now, so let's move on. So we are going to see what uh how we can delete, how we can what delete. But I don't. But I want you to know that you cannot delete using what the index. You cannot delete. You cannot delete like, or well, I don't know how to put it here. But let me use this other method. Let me explain this other method for you. You can delete or remove an item with the word there using what the index number, using the word index number. But if you see the way I want to remove this is different from the method I use the remove. Okay, let me show you an example. Let me show you an example for you guys to see. Now, let me copy this down. I'll paste it here. Now, I'll name it to be 5.
So
Then,
I can't see your screen.
you can see my screen. Can you
Yes,
guys
sir.
see my screen now? Can you see it?
I can see your screen from here, but I'm not
Okay.
seeing what you are doing. I'm not seeing what you are doing, but your screen is showing list 5
Okay.
equals to 10, 20, 30,
Can you
40.
can you see my? I think my Google Colab is moving up and down, right?
Yes, it is.
Okay. Now this is the item I created. So Azanta, I guess your network is network.
I can see it now.
Okay. Now look at this item list 5. Now I want to remember we can get an item using the index numbers. Look at this. Rem- the difference of pop. Look at pop. Pop, you add the pop. It's a method. You add the pop and the index number. Now I can use this other method to get my what item I want to pop out. Look at this method. Now, now let's see something like this. Now let me add the index number. Let me add the index number of 3. Now, with this, I can still pop out. Did you see it? Did you see this method? I can still pop out. Hello, guys.
I can hear you, sir.
Okay, I can still
Yes, sir, I
pop
can hear
out.
you.
So I can still pop out. And now I cannot go do this like this. Okay, let's see something. Let's add the del. Let's see if we can delete. Now look at it. You cannot delete. You cannot delete function cells. Did you see it? You cannot delete function cell. But when it comes to this, look at it. When it comes to this method, look at this method. Okay. Now, when I had what the when I had the delete to this, automatically it will delete it for me. Now let me see my list again. Okay. Now look at the list. Now the item has been deleted. Did you see it? Did you see what I explained to you using the examples? Did you
Yes,
see the
sir.
Yes,
difference?
yes,
Okay,
yes,
good,
yes,
good.
sir.
So let's move on. Now
Just like the
let's look.
update too.
Yes, yes. So let's see. Let's see. Now we want to change. Like we want to change. We want to change a particular like item here. Okay, look at this list. This list is list 5, right? Now we want to add. Remember, this is our current list now in list 5. So let me just print list 5. Okay, we have already printed this. Now this is our current list. Now this current list, I want to add. I want to make changes. Remember, we are dealing with delete, adding, and inserting and changing. So we want to change an item. Now we want to change 10 now from digit to string. Now let's change it. Now for me to change it now, I'll copy this. I will use the index number of 0. Now I will assign it to what? To a new uh I will change it to what I want it to be. What I want it to be. Now let's use the string 10. Now when I run it, it will run. Then let's see our current list. Let's see our current list 5. Now let's see list 5. Now did you see I have changed the item inside this list? I have changed it. Look at it, to a string. I believe you understand what I did.
Yes,
Yes,
I do.
sir.
Okay, good. That is how we can change. Now, remember I showed you how to delete. I showed you how to delete here. How to delete. Now, delete. When you delete, you can delete everything, but what the cell still remain. The set still remain. But there's a method called clear. That clear, okay, when you delete the cell automatically, I think everything deletes. Okay, delete. But there's a word called clear. The clear is a method. You can clear the item using uh, the dot clear, and the dot clear will empty the particular list. It will empty the particular list by deleting all the item inside, but that cell remains. Okay, let's see. Let's see an example of what I want to explain to you guys. Now there's a word called dot clear. Now this our list 5. Okay, let's come this side. Now okay, this our list 5. We want to clear everything. I'll do it like this. Dot lists 5 dot what clear, sorry, dot clear. And this dot clear will help you to clear every item inside here, but the cell still remain. The cell still remain. Now look at it. The cell still remain. Let's see our list 5. Now this is our list 5. It's empty. Now let's use the word del. Now let's delete list 5 and see the difference. List 5. Now let's see del. Now look at list 5. Uh, okay. Now let's see list 5. Did you see list 5 is no longer showing because I have already deleted it using the del. So the word list 5 is no longer existing. I believe you see the difference between the clear and the del.
Yes, sir. I have a
So please,
question. Can you
okay,
remove that clear? I noticed that it has a bracket. So if you
yes,
want to clear a particular item in the list, you can use it.
you
Do you
can use the
understand what I'm
clear
trying
to,
to ask?
yes, you can use the clear to clear all the item inside the cell, but that cell still
No, I'm
remain.
no, I'm talking of if you want to clear one particular item, can you use clear? For
Okay,
instance, I want to clear 10.
okay, let's create a new variable. Okay, let's assign a new variable. I've not tried that before, but let's see if it will work. Okay, now let's call this list what 6, and we assign it to this. Now let's run. We'll copy this and paste using the dot clear. Now let's insert what? Let's insert an item. Okay, let's insert the one we want to declare. Oh, okay. Let's see if it will work. Let's see if we can use the index number. It did not work. Okay. Say list.clear takes no argument. Okay. Now it doesn't work. So when you are using clear, you don't need any argument. Okay. You don't use any argument. So are you clear with that, Azanta?
Yes, sir.
So now let's move on. Now let's move on. So okay, now do you guys remember how we concatenate in string?
Yes, with, with the plus, with the plus sign.
Okay, good. Now you can join two
Because
lists.
because of
Yes, you can join two lists still the same way you use the concatenation in string. You can join two string using the plus sign. You can generate the first list and generate the second list. Then create a variable, join the first and second list and print out your results. Now, so let's move on. Let's move on. Now you can copy. There's a word copy in Python. So you can create variables to copy items. You can create variable. You can create first variable, create first variable, assign the value to it. Now create another variable and call that variable you have already created before. So this is another way to copy an item. So we are going to move on. Now do you understand the word membership in a string, right? Membership in a string. Did you remember I talked about membership in a string. Hello.
yes, yes, you did. Yes, yes, you
So
did.
explain for me membership of a string. What do you understand by that? Hello.
Uh, from when we were talking about membership on the string from the last class that we did, it was more like listing other, let's say other things that were part of that string. Let's say, for example, now boy, 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 like the B and the O and the Y are like members of that string, and they could be assigned
Okay. Okay, good.
maybe an
Now
index
we
or something like that. Yeah. They
yeah,
all have
when we
like their
check
position.
yes, when we check if they are in that particular string. Now, still the same way you can search for a member in a string, in a list. Now, for example, let's see this. Now, let's see the membership of a list. Now, let's say if list. Okay, well, let's call out the item. We are going to call out the item now. In this item, we are going to mention this cut. Okay, control Z, copy and paste. Now we are going to copy this and paste it here. Now, did you see? Now we can use the in, you can use the word any. Now, there's different. I've already explained the in and any in our last class. Now, this is it, and we got through because we have what 10 inside. But if there's no 10 here, if there's no word like this, let us run and run this. It's false. So this is how you can check for a membership in a list. So now we talked about enumeration. We talked about enumeration in a list. We talked about enumeration in a list. So you can enumerate in a list. You can enumerate in a list. Okay, you can what enumerate. You can look through a list. So You can also look through a string. So it's still the same way. Don't be confused. Now, I want to go to the important topic. Now, let's look at reverse. In Python, there's a word called reverse. You can reverse a list, you can sort a list. Now, what do you understand by the word sort, and what do you understand by reverse?
When you say you're sorting something, it could be from, like I can say it's like a type of filter. You can be checking from the highest to the lowest, the order. It's just like
Okay,
checking it based on a particular order.
okay, good. Now, let's see this. Let's see this. Let's create a variable called list 7. Now, this list 7, let me add, let me disorganize it by adding um, some numbers. Now, this is it. So now let's reverse. Reverse is a method. Now reverse is a method. Now let's reverse it. Now we are going to use reverse, and now let's see our reverse. So we have reversed it. Let's see our output. Or we can mention the output here. Okay. Now this is our reverse order. Hello guys.
You
Hello.
can
I
see
hear
it.
you, sir.
Okay. Now this is our reverse order. Okay, you did not see it very well. Now look
I
at
wanted to
We
this
say,
saw it
item.
is now backwards.
I wanted to
It's
say
not
something.
backward, right?
Yes.
Good. We reverse
So,
it
so
and
just in Excel, just the way we are going to sort. Hello?
hello? Okay,
Yeah, I
now
wanted to
let
say
me
just
move
in
on.
Excel, just the way we used to sort from okay. I wanted to say something.
From what?
Can you hear me? Yeah, I said just the way in Excel that we used to sort from like ascending to descending. So for Python, we have to run it in lines of code, right?
Oh, yes.
I said, okay, okay,
So let's move on.
I get it.
Okay, let's move on. Now
But this one
let's
is not ascending to descending now.
it's not ascending to descending,
Descend.
right?
Yes.
Yes,
I know,
we
I
are
was
getting
just using that scenario.
we are getting to that point, okay?
Okay.
Now there's other way we can reverse. There's other way we can reverse. Now let me just add a code here. Now this is other way. We can use what? The index method. The index method. The index, the slicing method, sorry. We can use the slicing method to uh, index to reverse. Sorry, to reverse. We can use what? The slicing method to reverse. So now let's slice. Now we are going to call out our this and we are going to do it like this minus 1. Now we can reverse the item like this. Okay, let me just copy and paste and see our output. Now let's run this and run this. Now did you see I used this by slicing it and it gave us this. Did you see? It's also the same with the reverse method. Are you guys confused? If you are confused, you talk to me so I can explain. Hello, guys.
Yeah, yeah. I'm not confused. I'm digesting it.
Okay. Now let's move on. Let's us move on. Now you were talking about sorting from ascending to descending order, right? Hello.
Yes, sir.
Uh,
Yes, yes,
okay. Now
yes.
let's see how we can sort from ascending to descending order. So let's paste our list seven. Then this our list seven. We are going to use a method called what sort. There's a method called sort. We are going to say sort. Now this sort, when you write it like sort, if we sort it in ascending order, look at it. It will sort it in what? In ascending order. Now look at it. It has already sorted to ascending order. 20, 30, 35, 40, 8, and 50, and therefore. So, and did you see it as Assumpta?
Yes, sir.
So this is how we can sort with just simple code. We can sort. Now let's see how we can. Okay, can you guys do me a favor? Can you there's our okay, this is our live class. Can you guys go to your WhatsApp and post just post it on your status? This is our live class. I share it on the group chat. Can you do it?
Is it the link?
Yeah, this link I posted on the group
The
chat. The live
okay,
class, yes.
okay. I'll do that now.
So are you guys done? Hello? Okay.
I
Can we
posted that.
move?
That the YouTube one now,
Yes.
right?
Okay,
I've done
Azanta,
that.
have you done it?
I think she's on her WhatsApp. She can't use she's using her phone, so she will not be able to do WhatsApp and this at the same time. She,
Okay. So let's move on. Let us move on. And so
it has gone.
I'm coming. So now we have sort. Now let's see how we can sort to what? Descending order. Hello guys. Let's
Yes, sir.
sort to descending order. Now watch me as I descend this list. So now still the same way we created the sort. Now since we have created the sort, the sort we have to pass in a parameter. The parameter we have to say that it should reverse it, and the reverse should be true. It should what reversed, and the reverse should be what true, and the reverse should be what true. Now it will reverse it. Now look at it. I believe you understand it. Hello,
I want
Azapta.
to ask if the true there is the true
Okay.
there a I think it's bully is it Boolean or
Yes,
Boolean?
it's
I
Boolean.
think something like that.
Boolean. Yes.
So that's like
Remember
a
we said
condition.
yes. The reverse
Okay.
should be true, and the true is like ascending. descending, and the force is
Okay.
ascending, right? Yes. So,
Yes.
Azopta, are you clear with this?
No, I just joined back. I did
Okay,
not get what.
sorry. Now we are talking about reverse. You remember? Okay, were you in class when we reverse it? When we ascend, like
Ascend, yes. I
yes.
was there for the
Now,
ascending.
this is descending. How we can descend? Now we have to look at how we sort. Like this is how we sort it to descending order, and this is how we sort it to ascend. Sorry, this is how we sort it to what, to ascending order, and this is how we sort it to descending order. Now this descending order, we have to pass in a parameter inside what, inside the sort, to make it as sort it in descending order. So now this parameter should be reverse is equals to true. That true stands as a boolean. Remember, we in boolean we have the true and false. So when we say true, it will sort it to what, the descending order. But when we say false, let's see, when we say false. Now when we say false, look at it. It will go back. When we say true, it will say, it will perform the task we want. So I believe this is clear to you.
Yes, sir.
So Daniel, Amos, you are going off and on. So what is wrong? Hello, Daniel, Amos. So what is wrong? Hello. Okay. I guess you are finding it difficult to respond. So let's move on. Now we are going to move on. We are going to what? Move on. Before we move on, I want to introduce something to you. There's a word called sorted. Good. Sorted. We have the sort and we have the sorted. Okay, please take note of this. Take note of this. We have the word sort, we have the word sorted. Okay, sorted is a function and sort is a method. Okay, so, sort is a method and sorted is a function. Please, please, I want you to take note. What is the difference? Okay, favor, favor.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I can hear you.
Are you are you with your laptop?
Yes, I
Are you
am.
receiving? Okay, now can you share your screen for us?
Okay.
Okay, now let me stop sharing. Please search for Google the and function in Python.
As you search for, as you search for what function? Can you see my screen?
The difference
Can you see
between
my screen?
uh, method and function. So let us have a good understanding of what we are learning. Function, the difference between function and what method.
in Python. Can you see my
Yes, I
screen?
can see your screen. Yes.
This is what it's saying. This is for Python, then this is for function. Should I read it out? Should I read it out?
Okay. Can you just teach us for a moment? Just teach us what you understand.
Okay, let me look at it. So it says that a function is a standalone block
I,
of
I can
reused
see your
codes.
screen.
Yeah, a function is a standalone block of reused codes that performs a specific
The
task.
difference between
So
Python,
function and method. So from what I can summarize here, a method is a function, but a function is not a method. Hello? Okay. Hello?
I don't think he's in class. Maybe his network is disturbing. Just joined now.
okay, sorry, I
Okay.
log out. My network was disturbing. So you can explain for
Okay,
us
sir.
what you understand.
Yeah, so from what I can see here, a method is actually a function, but it belongs to a class. Why a function is not a method? So a method is a function. A function is not a method.
Okay. Like,
Yeah. So
okay,
method will work within. Okay.
now I want you to explain to us like 5 years old. Okay.
So from what I can see from this place, a method would actually work within a particular class. So
Okay.
let's say, let me give an example. Let me look at this line of code if I can bring out something. Okay, when we say particular class now, let's say for example now, all let me use like data type, all particular data type. A method can work within a particular data type for all data
Good.
type,
Good.
unlike a
Good.
function.
Good. Now, did you see function? Function is just like already built code. Okay. You
Yes, sir.
always call it. You always call it, right? You can call a
Yes, sir.
function. Now, method is always what attached to what a
Okay.
particular code. Assumpta, did you see the difference? Hello, Assumpta, do you see the difference?
Yes, sir.
Okay, now, okay, let's move on. Let's move on. So you can stop sharing. Let me share my screen
Okay.
back.
Thank you.
Now, let me. I have to explain the sorted for you guys so that you guys will have the full understanding, the full knowledge. I don't want in a case when you are like when you want to make use of this sorted and sort, or when you are teaching or explaining you, I want you guys to have the proper knowledge of it. Now this is it. When we talk about method, method is what's always attached with a dot to a particular code. Now when we talk about sorted, now look at it. Look at it now. This sorted is a function on its own. Now this function, let me copy what this list. Let me copy this list so that you guys will not be confused. Copy this list. Now I'll paste it here. Now I'll run it. Let me call it 8. Now list 8. Now look at how the sorted work. The sorted is a function on its own. Now let's sort. Let's sort list 8. Now let's use the sorted to sort what? The list 8. Now we are going to say sorted. Now sorted, when use the sorted, and we are going to call the list what? 8. Now I will explain it to you. I will explain the difference between the sorted and the sort. Now did you see it has already sorted it, right?
Yes,
Now
yes, it
the
has.
sorted the sorted does not the sorted does not what? Does not change the original value. Please take note. It does not change what? The original value. But the sort change the original value. I believe you understand. It's just like a temporary.
I'm getting
When
it.
when you run the list 8 again, it will go back to its normal state. I don't know if you understand me. Hello guys, did you understand?
I'm getting. I'm getting. I'm
Now,
assimilating.
Okay,
unlike the
so what you mean is that the list 7 is still the same. Sorted just helps you to see what it will look like if it's in ascending order.
yes, it will reverse it for you just temporary. It will not just sort it like when you use the method called dot sort. It will not just sort it permanently. It will just temporarily sort it for you. When you go back to refresh it again, like for example, let's see our list state again. Uh, let's see what our list 8 again. Now list 8, list 8. Now look at list 8. Remember we sorted it before using the sorted, but why is it back to its normal state? Because we will use the dot, we use the word sorted. But now let's see this example. Let's use the sort. Let's use the word sort dot sort. Now let's use the word dot sort and see the difference between the sorted and the sort. Now look at list. Look at what? List 8. List 8. Now list 8 has been sorted. Now when I call list 8 anywhere, it will be sorted. Did you see? Did you see the difference?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
It did not go
yes,
back
yes.
to its normal state. It did not go back to its normal state. That is the difference. So we can move on. Now there is a word called uh, or and any. Or and what? Any. Now if we want to check if there is a particular number, okay, let me copy this. Let's see this. We have learnt a lot, right? Hello
Yes, we
guys. I
have.
will,
I'm enjoying. I'm enjoying the class.
okay, let's move on. So 9. Now this is our list 9. Now this list 9. Now let's look at that or. There's a word called or and any. Let me write it. There's a word called slash or slash any. So this is the different. This is the explanation of any and all. Now, this list 9 with an item, with item. Now, so we are going to see what is all. All, all, all method, what? or method return, it return one true if what all the elements in a list are true. Please take note, the or method has two has two results, true and false. So if you use the word or, the or, if it's true, all the elements in a list are true. But if it's false, all the elements in that list is false. So let's see the example. Let's see what the example. Then the any function return true if element in the list is true. If not, any return false. Okay, now let's see example. Now for this example, let's see if any. Now if the any, it will check if any is false. Now let's use or. Let's see or. Now that or, let's write our list. 9. Now let's run it. It's true. Why there's nothing like zero. There's nothing like what's zero. But if I include zero, meaning there is a digit, or there's an empty value, there's a value with zero. Look at it. When I run it, when I run, it's because it's or. Wait, I'm coming. Okay, let me run again. Let me run this. I did not run this. Okay, let me run this. Now false, because there's zero inside. If you have in all, if any number here is zero, and you are using or to check, you want to verify if any particular item is zero inside, it will tell you false, because well, there is a false value there. Please remember, in authentication, like you are checking, you okay, for example, you you want to create a simple code, or you want to create a login portal. I'm just trying to explain this better for you. When and how are we going to make use of this or and any. Now you are creating a login portal or email portal. Email, I don't know if email has digits. Okay, now let's use a login portal. Now when you are creating a login portal and you want the person who wants to log in, and remember, you have already created password for them, or you have already told them that their password should be in digits, and also in and also attach what character, right? Most times when you are logging with Google, you see, when you want to create password, it will tell you this password is not strong, because it's not attached to symbols, it's not attached to digits or letters. Now this is where you make use of it, using the any to search. Now if you want to check if any person in a particular list, or in a particular uh, data did not submit, or you want to check in a database and the person did not submit, you want to check. Remember, if the person did not submit in a database, automatically it's zero, the cell will become zero. Now you want to check if that role has any non-value. Good. I want to use non-value so that you understand. If any cell has non-value, if you use the or, it will, if there's a cell with zero, it will indicate that there's a false value inside there. But if there is no zero, it will say true. I believe you understand what I explained. Hello guys.
I don't know if you can um recap over it a bit.
Azamta, are you clear? Hello, Azamta. Okay, it's I think Azamta is not in class. Okay, Favor, I believe you have worked with database, right?
Database, yes.
Have you worked with database?
I said, yes, most of those data that we work with, I can refer to them as database.
Hello.
I said most of those data we work with, I can refer to them as database, right?
Okay, yes. Okay, remember. Okay, you did Excel with us, right?
Yes,
Okay, now remember the data set we make use of.
yes.
Remember we
We use
talked
one
about we,
laptop.
yes, when we talked about uh, business data set, right?
Yes.
So now, for example, remember we talked about how we can check for non-value,
Yes.
empty cell, right? I believe instructor
Yes, we're
Martin.
missing blank, count blank.
Yes, instructor Martin talked to you about that.
Yeah, we use count blank, I think.
Yes, I don't. I was not in class at that time though, but I
Okay,
believe instructor
okay.
Martin taught you about that.
Yes,
Talked about
yes,
empty cells, right?
yes.
So
Missing values.
yes, go missing values. Good. Now, come to think of it, Excel is pick and dropped, and now we are writing code. Now, when we want to Python believe on code. Now, when we want to check for empty cells, we can make use of or any. Okay. Now, this and
Yes,
or now or if any cell is zero, I'm relating it with our Excel, like Excel database. Now,
okay.
if any cell is zero, it will print false. But if no cell, like the cell is not zero or empty, it will print true. I believe you understand.
Yes.
So let's move on.
Okay, I get.
So we can move on now. Let's see the any. Now the any, even if it has zero, it will still print true. It will still print true. Okay. So let's move on. Now we are going to what? We are going to look at list comprehension. We are going to look at on list comprehension. So now, what what do you understand by comprehension?
Comprehension. Is it
Yes,
Python or the word comprehension?
the word comprehension.
Comprehension is to understand something.
Now, good. Now, comprehension, list comprehension is how lists comprehend, like gathered or collect a particular lines of code in just a single line, without just a single line of code. So it's just like the way we understand it in the normal English
Like
language.
to make
So
them shorter.
yes, now list comprehension provide an elegant way to create what new list, to create a new list. Okay, it consists of what brackets containing an expression followed by a clusters, then zero or more or if clusters. So that is what list comprehension is all about. Now, I don't know. Azonta is not in class. Maybe he's having network issues. So now let's look at these
To be
examples.
network.
Let's look at this example of list comprehension. My list. Let's create a variable called my list. Okay, my lists. Okay, let's use my list. Okay, good. Now inside the list, or let's create a string. Sorry, my string. Now inside the string,